You know, it was fun covering modern fighting game releases, but as it turns out, I don't want to play every new fighting game that comes out, so I'm going to take a break from that. Instead, let me tell you about what I've been doing over at Twitch. I've had that channel for 8 years. Shut up, I'm allowed to self-promote. Anyway, at twitch.tv/SOUSEDLOUSE South, I've been playing through that weird period in the knots where developers wanted the quote-unquote urban market, so they made a lot of action games set in cities with, well, looking back on it, it seems dated, but at the time it was actually on target. There were people who unironically dressed like Brad Hawk and were proud of themselves for doing so. But I'm getting off track. Point is, there's a lot of games like that. I've decided to play a few, see them with my own eyes. Beatdown Fists of Vengeance was one of them. Played through the whole game one time, and apparently there's more content to it, so I will be playing through it again, although not right away. The next thing on the docket is actually the Bouncer, but I wanted to talk about Beatdown just a tiny little bit. First off, you may not know this, but it was actually developed by Cavia, and I know it's pronounced Cavia because there's a blurb on the website saying that they wanted it to sound like caviar. Now, Cavia made Drakengard, and if you've ever played Drakengard, you can probably guess what's wrong with Beatdown Fist of Vengeance. All the problems with that game are present in Beatdown. Animations are stiff and lack impact. Running around is still a chore, and the whole game kind of lacks a lot of polish in those respects. But despite that, and this feels weird to say, but the game is actually still pretty solid. There's some interesting things in there, not in a passive-aggressive way. I mean that it's genuinely interesting. Mostly because it's not concerned with being realistic. You can get missions where you get blown up by a palm-sized bomb that you're carrying on your person. A lot of non-standard game overs in addition to the typical game over of just not continuing. This translates over into its versus mode. The versus mode is not competitively robust. It lacks the sort of depth or meatiness, I guess, that would make you feel comfortable putting $1,000 in a money match on it. But because, again, it's not realistic, it has things like a high-low system and a very, 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 very loose juggle system and a wall stagger system. And all of these things make it slightly more robust than your typical brawler with a versus mode stapled on. I wouldn't say that it's some sort of hidden gem or anything like that. I don't think anybody's going to run big sets in it outside of a poverty tournament or a mystery tournament or any such thing, but, there is something there. It's not nothing. There is something to it. So I can say that I've enjoyed playing it a lot more than I thought I would. I won't bore you with the details of the game because I've taken a look and there's plenty of people who have decided to go over the game within the last 2 years. Hell, within the last year. Hell, within the last 3 months. I don't really want to be the type of person that rushes in late to the party for quote-unquote content. So I'll pass on that. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what I was up to. Put something on the channel since I had a good streak of uploading things and I don't want to break it for much longer. And again, wanted to self-promote a little bit. That's twitch.tv/Southloss. I'll be over there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess I'll see you when I see you. You know what I mean. I can't literally see you. Look, the video's over. We're done.